Greetings, amazing atheists and YouTubers. I have put my lecture series on hiatus in order to address this video. I found many of the ideas presented to be interesting, although there are many points that are in error. You consider yourself to be able to discuss Christianity, but the reality is that you are very ill-informed about Christianity and the Bible. I do not mean this to be insulting, rather I mean this as a point of encouragement for you to gain a well-informed understanding of the topic you wish to discuss. I have found that atheists and Christians will discuss the Bible without fully understanding the material. These discussions often lead to misunderstandings on both sides. As an end result, neither side gains any insight, and yet they continue to carry on their discussion, which makes it an exercise in futility. I hope that you are not above correction when it comes to the errors I will point out in your video. You stated that God says the earth is flat, but you failed to give any citations for this assertion. This is quite alright, as I have dealt with this argument quite frequently, and I am aware of the verses you speak. The verses you speak of are Isaiah 11:12, Revelation 7:1, Job 38:13, Jeremiah 16:19, Daniel 4:11, Matt 4:8, Psalms 104:5, 93:1, 96:10, etc. These verses use terms like four corners of the earth, ends of the earth, the pillars of the earth, etc. Therefore, by using this language, many believe that the Bible teaches the earth is flat. Despite the fact that many believe the earth to be such during the times of Columbus, the Bible does not teach the earth is flat. Allow me to prove why. Here is where you made your mistake, amazing atheists. The book of Isaiah, Job, Jeremiah, and Psalms are all written in the format of poetry or lyrics. This is not clandestine knowledge. Any study Bible will clearly state that Isaiah, Job, and Jeremiah are all presented as epic poems or prose. And with poetry there comes with it a license to utilize metaphors, personification, and other literary devices in order to convey a point that would otherwise be difficult to explain. Example, the term four corners of the earth and ends of the earth are often used as a metaphor to describe distance or places far away. Also, it can be used as an imaginary idea of God being able to grab the earth. The same ideology goes with our expressions such as taking life by the horns. Life has no horns, but this metaphor uses imaginary ideas of life being akin to a bull, and you are the fighter of the bull. Furthermore, in Isaiah we can find the verse, "You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into songs before you, and the trees of the field will clap their hands." Isaiah 55:12. Of course you would see this as personification rather than the Bible teaching us that the trees have hands and mountains have mouths to sing. You are able to understand personification here. Why is it that you fail to understand the use of a metaphor and poetic imagery elsewhere? Why do critics of the Bible think that the Bible is above using common terminology? The Bible is filled with Hebrew colloquialisms and expressions common to their day. Had the Bible been written later, we would find expressions common to us. Amazing atheists, it is clear that you have not studied this topic, and I do not mean that insulting. But the refutation of your claim only took the least amount of research, none of which is in depth. Any Christian who has done the research would be able to refute your assertion. I hope that this has educated you on this topic and you would remove that argument from your arsenal. Furthermore, the Bible provides no time frame from when our universe was created to now. Many scholars suggest time frames, but the Bible provides no date, and therefore Christians are allowed to believe however old they feel the earth is. Once again, you are putting assertions by Christians in the Bible, rather than putting the Bible against the assertions of Christians. I, for one, do not care how old the earth is. I find pondering such a question is a useless exercise for me. Be the earth 6,000, 6 million, 6 billion years old is of no matter to me. As long as the earth is here, I will deal with that. Your comments on evolution are interesting to me, and I will not be able to address them in this video. But if time permits me, I would like to address the topic of evolution, but I will say this. Evolution is true, but not as atheists say it is, and I will address that in a later video. The Bible makes no claim that diseases are caused by demons. There are many people in the Bible who were disease-ridden and yet did not encounter demons. I do not claim that in the days of the Bible the people were so ignorant that they could not understand the difference between demonic possession and actual sickness. Paul even makes a reference to remedies that are not supernatural in 1 Tim 5:23, where he tells Tim to have some wine for his illness. There are also blind men who have been blind since birth, without the interference of demons. In fact, in Mark chapter 2, Jesus heals a paralyzed man, and no one makes the assertion that he was possessed by a demon. Therefore, your assertion isn't consistent with the material. The Bible does not claim all sicknesses to be the result of demon possession. There have only been 2 cases of demon possession recorded in the Bible. Based on your assertion, you would have to believe that every sickness they encountered they attribute to a demon, and that is false. God's personal involvement. I would like to use your vending machine analogy. The vending machine itself is a system. You insert your dollar and punch in the code number that corresponds to the beverage you desire, and the beverage is dispensed below. In order for the system to function properly, those conditions must be met. The machine itself is not responsible for those conditions. The vending machine has a designer, a person who put those conditions in place. Therefore, the vending machine designer is responsible for that system the vending machine operates. The designer of the vending machine does not need to be physically present to be responsible for the system he put in place. When you approach a vending machine that is not functioning properly, you do not raise an issue with the machine. Rather, you raise an issue with the machine's designer. Because you should be aware that the vending machine is not responsible for its system. It simply abides by it. In a like manner, the earth is a system. Rain is a system. Rain has a series of conditions, and if those conditions are not met, rain will not occur. God is merely claiming that he is responsible for the system. The Bible claims no supernatural cause for rain and thunder, etc. The Bible makes no claim that rain is the tears of God and thunder is the sound of angels bowling. The Bible does not refute or make any attempt to discredit evaporation and condensation, plate tectonics, etc. Likewise, suggesting a vending machine designer does not refute nor discredit the automated system of the vending machine itself. I feel understanding the creation would lead one to understand the Creator. Further, in your vending machine example, I would say that being an atheist is understanding how the vending machine works, but denying it has a creator. As I've said before, the universe is a system. No system exists without someone setting the system up. Human beings are a system. Electronics are a system. The universe is a system. A system cannot be responsible for itself. Therefore, if a system exists, there would have to be a system designer.